During the events of Star Rail Fest, Asheville discovered what the happiness surgery truly entails, implanting the flesh and blood of the abominations of abundance. Given the gravity of the situation, we decided to go to Graphia Academy and first launch an investigation into Full Wish. During the course of events, we unexpectedly crossed paths with Full Wish herself. Also a survivor of the Bloodstained Games, she openly joined the Phantasmoon Games and invited supplicants to travel to Seafeld City, where the winner would be decided in a televised debate. During our exchange with Full Wish, Himiko realized that Full Wish might be a masked fool. As a result, I asked Sparksy to investigate the tavern for leads, and through that, we identified Full Wish's ability, the happiness syntax. Evanesia and Yaoguang established a cooperation agreement. After Evanesia's attempt to assess Full Wish in her capacity as the arbitrator failed, they encountered Blade and his group and learned that the flesh implanted in the happiness surgery originated from Shuhu, an emanator of abundance. Himiko and I went to the TV station to take part in the debate and met up with Sunday and Asheville, who had arrived ahead of us. However, the debate turned out to be a carefully orchestrated trap. In full view of the public, all those who had undergone the surgery transformed into terrifying monsters. And Full Wish framed both the IPC and the Astral Express as the masterminds behind it all. When the disaster erupted, Evanesia willingly violated a forbidden taboo and revealed the real purpose of the Phantasmoon Games, to suppress the terrifying entity slumbering within plain Arcadia. Through this act, she unlocked the original power of the ambrosial arbor within herself and intervened in the unfolding situation. At the same time, Silverwolf, entrusted by Pearl, set out to investigate the anomalous signal responsible for the monster's emergence, only to be obstructed by Mr. Meanie. As the force backing Full Wish, he wields tremendous power, powerful enough to interfere with the Stellaron Hunter's script. Meanwhile, Full Wish continued to livestream our movements in the TV tower, distorting the truth by every possible means. Drawing upon the wish power of 200,000 victims, she manifested the Meanie Phantasmoon in an attempt to defeat us individually. Thankfully, Silverwolf regained the power of the Ether cartridge, level 999, and dealt with it before it was too late. After overcoming every obstacle in our path, we reached the top of the TV tower and confronted Full Wish head-on. Drawing on the people's wish power, she briefly held the upper hand. Ultimately, I used the Stellaron within me to bear that wish power, thereby stepping onto the path of elation and defeating her once and for all. Even so, those who had undergone the surgery did not recover. At Blade's proposal, everyone joined forces to concentrate all of Shuhu's flesh within his body, freeing the victims from the influence of the happiness surgery. Just when I thought the crisis was over, Evanesia requested that I warn the creator of the world in canvas. According to her, Asad Pramod, the Lord Ravager who once attempted to eliminate plain Arcadia, has returned again.
Been severely affected by the incident. Citizens are advised to remain patient and await assistance. Moving on to our special segment, the Phantasmoon Brief.
You're back! The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news!
Hello, everyone! Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantom Moon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone. This is your old friend, Snowy.
Well then, as the Phantom Moon games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining Duo Mention TV to bring you live coverage of the latest and most critical news updates.
Yes, we are! And after the director of Foolish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Foolish announced that she was joining the Phantom Moon Games! That terrifying tragedy of 15 years ago once again swept through the psionic game!
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control Imaginée known as Joy Ascendants appeared suddenly and launched an attack. This Imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld City spread rapidly. Even Foolish herself turned into a monster atop the Seafeld TV tower.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginée inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been affected by the plague. Countless individuals are injured or missing, and total losses are estimated to have reached 8.6 billion credits. And in a chilling echo of the bloodstained games 15 years ago, footage left behind by Foolish points to the disaster as the work of supplicants from beyond the sky.
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal, Stellaron Hunter Blade, claiming they were responsible for the tragedy.
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Foolish herself through